strange variables of human life and make something out of the crazy quilt that saves hundreds of lives. Out of the crazy quilt that saves hundreds of lives.
Hey, traders. Happy Thursday. Good to see y'all. Just wanted to go live and do what we do every day, and just starting with Bitcoin on the daily, right? Hopium, possibly. It might be too early to tell, but my God, man, right? If you make a low and then you make a slightly lower low and you have almost no negative momentum compared to the first time. That is like classic Class A bullish divergence. Well, I mean, you know, the negative momentum could just start building at any time, but my God, man, that is really good. You made the low here, made 21st-ish, right? Now you're making the slightly lower low, you know, like June 21st-ish, and it's there, man. I don't care, like, what happens. I'm just bringing it to your attention, just showing you here, like, that could imply a reversal to the upside, even though it may not happen. All right, so we'll see. I mean, I guess the RSI as well. It just, you know, never got to oversold territory. Still is in that downtrend, right? But you know, from a low to the slightly lower low, much higher levels. It's true, you know, until something changes. And that was kind of like the main thing to discuss really today, just to kick it off. You know, you could even, someone with a nice imagination could argue, like, you know, from one low June 9th or June 8th to this slightly lower low at the same level, really, you know, that critical support, you made higher levels of relative strength too. So there could be like the argument for classic bullish divergence on like both on the 4-hour and the daily, and then you'd be like adding more hopium to your smoking pipe, whatever you want to call it. You could even say, remember that time we were talking about hidden bullish divergence on the 3-day? Well, it's still valid because your candle, I mean, you're making a higher low than that low from January 25th, right? Higher low and much higher levels of negative momentum. And that negative momentum is waning hard, right? I mean, it's getting closer and closer to neutral. So, I mean, you could have like multiple time scales all kind of maybe implying the same thing, and it's somewhat significant. So you know what I'm saying, right? Sorry, lighting's still screwed up in here. I don't have lamps, I don't have carpet, everything echoes, you know, so forgive me on that. And maybe there's a chance, man. Maybe some things could happen. I mean, like, you really want to see Bitcoin break the midpoint of the range, which is obviously 35K. If you're range bound between 30K and 40K, you break that range, that midpoint, which is also a high from January 3rd and a high from January 25th. You break that, boom, 38,500 seems very likely, right? I do kind of like on the 4-hour finally how the 200 moving average that has just been down sloping steeply for so long is beginning to start to level out a little bit, where maybe if Bitcoin's price rallies, we could get that 200 moving average up sloping again, which is certainly what you need. You want always in uptrends, you want that slower moving average up sloping, not down sloping. So, okay, I mean, just pointing it out, and then, you know, you say that, and then you look at the altcoins, and they actually, some of them are like, wow, you know, it looked good. And maybe now, you know, you had reaction lows, like daily reaction lows, and maybe you're getting like daily confirmation lows right now. Right, like Ethereum, you know, is like, here's one bottom from May 23rd, and here's maybe a second bottom. But, you know, it's really dependent on Bitcoin. It can't break 2,000. It's been trying so hard today, but just, it's not going to happen if Bitcoin doesn't keep rallying here. So just keep that in mind. I mean, that could just be possible. That would be the most legendary double bottom ever, possibly, right? And we're talking like, you know, one bottom, then a second bottom. And on that second bottom, maybe the MACD's kind of like, hey, yeah, divergence of some sort.
China to me, China.
Don't forget the weekly hidden bull on BTC. Thanks.
Oh yeah. All right, we won't forget. Fishette, thanks for the 3, dude. 3 super chat. Okay, so I mean, like, you could just be possibly setting up for a major double bottom. It would still be the same sort of, even it could go a little.
Ain't doing things.
Ooh.
Michael Parker tipped $25.
Wow.
Which stocks have been wild this week? Pitbull/Netflix went wild. Thanks for the play.
Yeah, I mean, they looked good, right? Did they not? Like, they were just showing us, right? They were just showing us what we want to see on all markets at all times, right?
So BTC trade set up.
I just got Belushi'd, so The big one trades out of Eggman? I don't know. I like VeChain, man. I like VeChain a lot. I mean, OMG's still okay. There are a few others. I don't know. I've looked at a decent amount of charts today. Mainly there were stocks though. YFI I really like. I really dig YFI. But I mean, I like Ethereum. You understand, like, it's they're all gonna go up if Bitcoin goes up, right? So it's just kind of like, which one's gonna give you the best yield, the best percentage performance? That's really tough, you know. And that might be like where people start scanning the Bitcoin pairs. Which of those look really good, you know? Have y'all been looking at Bitcoin pairs? I haven't really been looking at the BTC pairs, and that's like how you can strengthen your argument for the possible performance to Bitcoin if Bitcoin does in fact really reverse to the upside, you know? It'd be like the icing on the cake. So it was up like a boom, man. I'm sorry, I didn't see that.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Hey brother, I tested you yesterday and it didn't come through on stream. Much love.
Testing. Thank you for the test, the real tip, Tech Fu Man. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't know. Sometimes, you know, rarely, right? Tech. Pick a number between 1 and Keck, and you'll have a tech problem, right? So, sorry, man. But thank you for yesterday and today. I'm sure I got it. It just maybe didn't work with stream elements, you know? So, yeah, transit on Bitcoin. I mean, so like, let's just look at like, you know, like VeChain that's up 7% today. Like, look at this, dude. This is why I love it. It's a bullish shark, right? A bullish shark on VeChain. It looked okay, then Bitcoin rolled over, and then it sold off one more time. But, dude, 88% retrace, possibly. I mean, it might be a little too early because you need maybe a couple more days, but that's some real divergence developing on it. What? Not one low, but a second low. Right, and it's like at a deep retrace, like a really, really deep 786, 886 levels. So deep value perceived areas, this harmonic structure is developing. Okay, so yeah, I know you don't really have that divergence very clear on the RSI, but I mean, it's very clear. I mean, you can see the harmonic on the daily. That's when you know it could be really nice. And this is what, yeah, just from that low from February, late February that we've had a bullish. It was like a bullish Bartley, right, mixed between the BAT and the Gartley, but then, like, you know, at the deep value areas, the XABCD formed. Okay, so just pointing it out, value on value, maybe. So it will require Bitcoin to perform. It will require Bitcoin to run to 40K again, and then beyond, right? And then, like, I think it hits 40K again. That could be. Dude, I think if Bitcoin sees 40K again, it's Wyckoff accumulation for real, extended on maybe, and this could be the spring you had. And I mean, I think if we see 40K again, we're gonna break it, and we're gonna go up, and we're gonna, like, that head and shoulders pattern, that neckline's gonna get destroyed, and like it could be the continuation of the entire bull cycle. So. All right, I know that people are scared right now. People are timid. There's trepidation on Twitter, right? It's over, dude, for Bitcoin. We're going to zero. Zero! You know, as the Pena guy would say. So, but dang, man, the hopium's here. It's back. Hopium's back on the menu, boys. On the daily, on the 3-day, and possibly the weekly, like Fishhead said. I don't know. I wasn't really seeing weekly divergence. I mean, yeah, I guess, like, it might be a little too early, you know, to say it, because it's just, is it, man? Yeah, it could be, like, you know, you make a low on price, and it's substantially higher low, right? Yeah, like, either, whether you use this low or you use this low, it doesn't matter, because it's, like, without a doubt, much higher levels of negative momentum on the next low that is vastly higher than those lows, so... sure. At least you're not bearish yet either on the RSI. So very choppy, man. Choppy waters in the crypto sphere. But just the argument starting to develop, right? We looked at Ethereum just there. When you look at YFI, man, like a beautiful textbook bullish bat pattern at its pattern completion zone, and trying to hold on to a level of congestion that goes back to November of last year. And this is an inflection point where there have been times when the asset has been able to hold above it and get big rallies, hold above it, big rallies. So you held it once, maybe you're holding it twice, and there was certainly divergence at that point. Let's see, you got to break 32K. I think if you break 32K, you got some serious upside potential. Would require, of course, Bitcoin to not make a lower high and then just dump again. Just think about, okay, YFI, you got like 22.7% upside if it can break this $32,000 resistance, okay? It's pretty good, man. And that's like where the 200 moving average is, where the next major resistance is, kind of lines up. But you just think about like what Bitcoin could do. It could end up, I mean, I think like this could be one low right here and a confirmation low, but it could always locally, right? Come back down and scare people and freak them out. You know, this is exactly what happened back here, right where you made a low in January 11th, then you rally, you sold off, you hit that low January 22nd, then you did it again, right? You second low, and we identified a cipher, I believe, cipher structure right there, and I had kind of like not really, I kind of missed it a little bit, but I know patrons caught it. Like Matthew D was definitely like big on it. He was like, okay, this low and then this second low, there was higher levels relative strength. He was like, yeah, man, and kind of MACD too in the end and at the critical level, and then you caught the rally. So you did get a confirmation low. So it could be similar stuff maybe, you know, to what we saw, and it would be ironically at the exact same price. So you got that happening, man. It's just, but again, like for, you know, yeah, even the YFI, it's like, even if it's here, it's like, it's a reaction low. It's not a confirmation low at the pattern completion zone. But if you go to the daily, you could say that the pattern completion zone itself is the confirmation low, right? From X being the reaction low, and then D being the confirmation or reversal low. And yeah, that whole little MACD bullish divergence argument's kind of there too. So, yeah, I mean, if you take out a bunch of noise, look at that high, candle high close from September 27th, and that wick high from December 1st, 2nd. I mean, that's big time, man. I think that's a huge deal. So, there's definitely like some interesting stuff going on, man. How many days I've been streaming, and I'm just like, let's look at stocks, dude. Let's look at other assets. But now it's like, hey, let's start paying attention to crypto a little bit closer, right? Sorry, I had to delete a Nigerian scammer. Dude, they're like cancer, man. If you don't ban them immediately, they plague all your comment section on the YouTube studio. It's ridiculous. I think the lighting's still off a lot, man. Like, there's a shadow, and so it's like, it looks like, oh, I got bags under my eyes, dude. But if you can clearly see, I don't have bags under my eyes. It's just terrible. The lighting just sucks. I just need one light right here, and then you can see it. I'll look so much better. All right. 3 white soldiers, 3 white knights, 3 white soldiers, dude. I don't know, I mean, maybe. I mean, 3 white soldiers, maybe, you know, was it something about like first 3 consecutive green candles in a row in 2.5 months or something, right? No, I see it. I'm just like, lately, it's just weird, man. I'm getting like dislike squad by like, I don't even think it's somebody. I think it's like algos or bots or something. Like, I'm getting like 50 dislikes on stream, and then I go offline and the stream gets processed, and then they all go away. All the dislikes just disappear. It's like, I don't know what's going on. It's weird, dude. So I don't even care, you know, right? I mean, think about the likes, dislikes being on or off right now. So where's that? So what I do like about total market cap we're looking at right now, you know, it's still above 1.3 trillion or so. I really like that, because if you look at total, I mean, it seems like if you stay above that long enough, you could run up and test 1.7 to 1.8 trillion dollars again. No, I don't think it's that, Brad. It's like literally automatic. I remember it was something that went on when I was getting shadow banned a lot. Like, it's not even, I think, a human doing it or someone even being malicious. I can't explain it. Okay, so you know, you can't read into it too much because it's inexplicable, because it's so like instantaneous. All right. Anyway, dude. So again, like back to like VeChain, why I'm really liking it is just because this is what I'm saying. It could be the confirmation low at a deep retrace area, and you could be diverging. I don't think all of them look like this. Not all altcoins right now are being created equal or something. Let's see. I've got someone's car alarms going off, sorry. Get wrecked. Yeah, I mean, it's like, you know, you got a lot of failed harmonics and stuff. Dude, Ross, are you destroying yourself? Let's go, dude. Wow. Wow.
Ross tipped $189. Hex used thanks Mitch RT smoke hobium from my lucky flute. Winking face. See ya.
Oh, the lucky flute's been passed down for generations. Yeah. Thank you so much, Ross, for the $189 contribution, and you just topped the single largest contribution that was from you before. So yeah, you're still the penthouse all-time high. Wonderful, dude. Thank you, man. So yep, and that's the thing. I forgot to put it on there today, but I will make it a thing, since like no one's ever gonna top Jesus. We'll just have like another game, right? Okay, so like Dash, terrible, right? It was a Garly, then it crapped out and broke critical support, and then fell down to like the next level of support somewhat, you know, that goes back to August 2020, December 2018. Yeah, Dash got destroyed. I mean, think of like, but hey, that's what happens. Welcome to a trader's market, you know. There were so many opportunities on the way up. They were incredible. And so yeah, you pull back, you lose most of your value. Yes, most of it. Like from the low to high, we're talking it's almost an 88% loss in value from its December of 2019 lows. That is wild, man. But that is exactly where major, ridiculous, insane, face-melting reversals can occur. It just may not happen overnight, okay? So you're just down at that. Like, it's just starting to get to closer to really lower risk areas, right? Where you just probably not gonna make 100% retrace unless Bitcoin gets devastated, right? But the good news is we're starting to see now on multiple time scales, Bitcoin's showing divergence, you know? So that divergence plays out on Bitcoin, it's gonna play out everywhere. This whole market, Bitcoin's gonna be up 7% or something on divergence, and then these will be up 20%. You pick an S coin, it will probably be up substantially higher or more than Bitcoin. Just based on that's like just the way it's always been, man. Okay, so yeah, I was just looking at a random one. How about BNB? Look at BNB, dude. We knew it looked ugly, and then it got wrecked. And then what happened? It got near the bottom of the range, and now what is it doing? What is it doing now, man? Right? Perfect. Perfect. Because we had this plotted, but then we also had, was it, we did the shark? It was the shark, man. My God, it doesn't get like any better than that, man. We knew it looked disgusting, and then it broke the support, and then it got it lost a substantial amount of value in a short period of time, right? From the break of the support, it lost 32% of its value in 2 days. But then at the 88% retrace, I mean like literally to the T, right there, you get a reaction. Perfect. Maybe we luck out and you get some sort of confirmation low. Maybe. You'd be getting real
Just wanted
lucky.
to say it has been a minute, but I'm still here with you every day for
Ooh, the
my Bay
Hex
Area
contribution.
commute.
That's one
Thank you for
forever.
your continued dedication and hard work. I hope you are feeling better, and congratulations on the new place. Celebratory hands in the air.
Thank you, Togafu, man, for the kind words and the warm welcome. What would you call it? The housewarming words. Yeah, I'm getting there. Antibiotics and stuff. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's really sucked because it's just like I've been not well since I moved here, so I haven't even had one day I've been in here feeling normal, and then just the almost breaking my toe to boot, dude. It's just been like, it hasn't been like, oh yeah, I'm living here now and it's awesome, but it's so bittersweet right now, you know, because of just everything else. So thank you, dude. All right, much love. So yeah, I mean, despite anything, this is it, man. I mean, like, TA was really well respected, and you got a reaction. You may not get, or I mean, you may get the reversal or not, because like if you again, the daily is like, dude, the reaction or like the reaction low on the harmonic could be the daily confirmation low. And look, it's bouncing off the 200-day moving average. Yesterday, you had a bullish engulfing candle. And then look at this low to the next low that is just about the same. Like, that is a very real developing classic bullish divergence. You can't even argue with it. And then you have it on the RSI as well. That could be unbelievable. Where you understand X, A, B, C, and then the D wave takes you up to $500+. So you get why there's hopium, kind of, possibly. It's not a joke, dude. I mean, just think about, like, also just from the clear discernible low point, February 23rd, to the high point. That's an 88% retrace tested not once, but freaking twice, dude. Okay? We're talking like, yes, it's the whole wave analysis, you know, wave analysis. It's the cipher, it's the whatever. It's a shark. Okay, what, dude, that is like, the argument just starting to get stronger and stronger again for crypto, at least on some of these altcoins. It's pretty nice, man. But whatever, you know, who cares? Yeah, we pray for Bitcoin. We light our Mother Mary candles. Mother Maya, all right? We could go all day, you know, just looking at different random coins, you know, but man, S&P 500 did well today, right? All-time highs. Jesus chimes for the stock market. Imagine not participating in this and only participating in crypto. I don't even know what your problem is, dude. It's like, oh, I respect the TA, but I don't participate in the market where all the technical analysis research that was done over 100+ years was done, right? That's crazy. That is unreal, dude. Yeah, we got a full moon tonight. The dead hype moon, right? Isn't that what it's called? According to the Bitcoin Farmer's Almanac or something. Dead hype moon. All right, so great stuff. You gapped up. You didn't do much after you gapped up. You probably filled that gap around 42, 43 at some point, you know. It's index fun. Dow Jones did pretty well, especially towards the close, man. I think after hours was also all right. I'm just looking at futures when it reopened. It was just like, whoa, what happened? Futures bottom left, Dow Jones. It like hit 34,222, like highest price I'd seen probably since like June 15th or something. So yeah, nice recovery so far, but you haven't made a higher high. I mean, what could happen? Maybe you back test this area, you know, back test it as support, you know, and hold above that, hold above 33,584 and change, and all will probably be well. But then, you know, you could end up making hidden bearish divergence. You know, that could always be on the horizon. So I don't know, tech has been like the play for sure so far. I mean, just because like the way the structures are, the double bottoms, the higher low double bottoms, the bounces off the 200-day moving average, and like resounding price action off that, man. Follow through price action. It's been really good for, you know, a lot of tech names. Speaking of tech, or just the NASDAQ anyway, another all-time high, man. It's beautiful. It's friggin' beautiful. Up 0.69% today. So we'll just do... Oh, it feels so good! It does feel so good, right? When you're at 0.69% and you hit all-time highs. I mean, that's like definitely the grandma's boy scene, you know? So 2618 of extension, 14,586, which is just that from that high point to low point of the old consolidation structure we were in. Still got it up there. I think that would probably be a decent area where it could run before pulling back, maybe.
Myth wishes to play the next few months.
So Jay-Z, well, it bump and run, dude. Yeah, we have a confirmed bump and run. It's getting fall through today. Yep.
Hey brother, get to feeling better. Things will get back to normal for you. Glad you are here tonight.
What's up, Snipes, dude? Thanks for the vibe. Appreciate the support, y'all. Amazing.
I just realized after seeing a bright room in the back that these guys have been making you do chugs in broad daylight. Time zone difference.
Yeah, I mean, that's, it's just, you know, summertime. It's daytime till like 9 o'clock at night around here, you know, so yeah, dude, it's just, how it goes sometimes. I mean, I stream normally in the daytime. I like once a week, I'll stream at night normally, and that's that Patreon stream. So, and that's normally just for the patrons. Keep getting pinged. All right. So this is like, this makes sense, right? You know, Microsoft coming out with its new like system, right? Hit an all-time high today. It's climbing. You know, you got your minor fib extensions. Is it nearing the 1272? No, I think you still got more upside. 270 would be the 1272 fib extension, local one. And you're just about to get overbought, but not quite. So you're nearing the top of the channel. It's beautiful, right? Beautiful. This is like a reason why the NASDAQ and QQQ are doing well, right? Tech, man, tech doing things. Google's kind of been flat. It's flat today, up 0.31%. Apple flat today, down just 0.22%, whatever. And then you got Amazon that also reversed at the reversal area, but it's not over. It did, unfortunately, you know, sell off, and as you can see, hey, that's okay. It could end up making a higher low, but just again, the partial decline. Let's see how that goes, right? Just make a higher low than 3180, and all will be well most likely. So, what a range! What a friggin' range. Speaking of ranges, we got Netflix. Netflix that, well, you got the 4-hour start lock, so it's not visible. It's hitting that 200 moving average. I think the upside target's 550, the gap fill. And you just have that beautiful harmonic structure. But then, yeah, we look at, I'm just going through, man. I mean, no one's requesting anything, so it's like, go ahead and complain about it. Eli Lilly, all-time highs. And top gainer on the S&P 500, 7.31% up today. This thing's just in a parabolic uptrend, dude. Parabolic. You see what it did? It hit a 2618 fib extension from that old high from July of last year to the low point, the 261.8% retrace. Beautiful. Hit it and no higher. And yeah, it's a gap. Man. I don't think that's a breakaway gap. Heck, man, that could be an exhaustive gap. But yeah, dude, it's beautiful, right? Beautiful curved line where just there's acceleration of accumulation. Really nice. So there's no value on this, but it's sight to behold. Got a handful of these around. And then we look at Tesla's second top gainer on the S&P 500 today. That is just off that little XABCD. Bounced resoundingly. It just jumped through the 50% retrace and hit the 618. Not overbought on the daily. But I would say kind of at maybe like, you know, nearing support resistance. 717, that high from March 10th. Gonna see how that goes. Could very well see that.
3 white soldiers on BTC daily, man.
Yeah, someone asked about that earlier. Yeah, kind of, I guess. Yeah. And again, it's like your first time in 2.5 months where Bitcoin's shown 3 days in a row green, despite it just being a little bit. Like $5,000 in 3 days, right? Kind of. So, yes-ish on 3 white soldiers. You know, because they're kind of like I think the criteria for 3 white soldiers are like proportionate in size, and you do have proportionate size candles, so it could be, yeah. Too much wick. I mean, is that something Bulkowski talks about? Does Bulkowski be like, oh, if the wicks are too high, it can't work? I just thought it was proportionate candles to each other. They like look similar in size, whatever, you know, and it does.
Did you see Nike? Went nuts today.
No, it didn't have an earnings report, and they did well on earnings. Which is supposed to be short, showing buyers taking control. Yeah, but you're talking about an asset class that is like not stocks, so volatility is still pretty elevated. I don't know, and like really, it's like, who cares if it's a 3 white soldiers or not? I'm not even worried about it. I'm worried more about, I'm looking at the divergence that's developing on the daily, the 3-day, and then the hidden bullish divergence. Oh, sorry, the daily classic bullish divergence and development, then the 3-day hidden bullish divergence, and then the weekly hidden bullish divergence too, Fish brought up. So, you know, it's not even more so about some sort of Bulkowski structure than it would be the oscillators, you know? What's up, Luke? Thanks, man, for I think that's the first request of the day. No, Michael wants to look at PayPal. All right, so that's that. I'm just looking at these. So you got Tesla. They hit a 618 from the structure, and 717 would be a level that could be an inflection point. And then above that, probably around $800, $782 to $800. Yep. So nice, dude. All right, PayPal. $293. What did it? I think exceeded the 786. Nice. Violate that, Gartley. Yes, it did. All right, so $299 to $300 is your target. There's many gaps. That gap could fill, you know, maybe tomorrow, but very, very good to see. It looked great technically. It looked amazing, you know, and patrons were pinged about this, you know, in late May. You know, before this run up, I mean, that's all I can do is just try to provide value because there's no hype, you know.
Hey Mitch, can you look at OTRK? Looks good from what I'm seeing so far. Thanks.
Rolls Royce Network, thanks for the 20, dude. Yeah, we'll look at OTRK. Oh man. So your deep levels where now an entry would be folly. It wouldn't make sense to take a strategic entry right now because you're buying at levels where maybe someone might be taking some profit. But at the same time, you violate the Gartley, which you're already beginning to. Like you could this is an area where a reaction could occur, where it may not be much, but it does this, you know, and it back tests 278. It takes a week or so, right? But then, you know, it holds that, then goes to the PCZ of a bearish crab pattern, right up at like around 362. So that's what I'm saying. Like taking entry now would be like, well, you could probably get a better entry if it pulls back and back tests 276, even falls through it a little bit, you know, flirts with it before rallying back up. You're overbought on the daily. Those are normally not conditions where one's like, oh, I can't wait to take a long right now. You had a chance, and it was like a month ago. And in like a month period, you know, Assets up like 18 to 20%, man. And then, yeah, Netflix we've already looked at. Michael, thank you, dude, for Belushing. Yeah, I do owe someone add that I do owe a chug or a shot or something at some point, so I maybe feel better. I'm just trying to get over this crap that has been haunting me since Miami, dude. It's insane. I'm just like, wow. All right, let's see. Wow, dude. Wow. QNT. Sorry, I thought I muted myself. I thought I unmuted. Jesus, dude. Okay, so QNT's at all-time highs in an hour, 13 minutes.
Michael Parker tipped $25. Mitch, what do you think about coin? Any divergence?
Oh, Coinbase, the scrub. We'll look at it, Michael. That is down a lot from its IPO price. Thanks, man. Put it on the list. The short list.
Good day, sir. Can you look at LRC? It has similar structure to IFI when I requested yesterday. Thank you. Hello Discord members.
Green Third Out, thanks, man. Yeah, sure.
Do you think the market will be red tomorrow? I'm betting we dump tomorrow. On NYSE, not crypto.
Get the coin out and flip it, dude. Literally, that's like what you can do asking those questions. You flip the coin, it lands tails, it's green. It lands heads, it's red. It's like that simple, right? That's why we don't care about the everyday. We care about like large structures that are momentum is shifting, they're deep retraces, inverse edge shoulders, PCCs are harmonics, back testing ice lines where, hey, every day, man, it's gonna go up and down, it's gonna oscillate, but eventually we'll get home, right? We get to our targets. It's just not gonna happen, you know, like overnight, unless Wall Street Bets finds it or something, right? Thanks, dude. So quant, I mean, on the daily, I don't know what I'm looking at. So it's like, whoa, dude, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's not an area to be longing, right? I'm just saying, like, strategically, like, you try to buy low, sell high. That's kind of like what the whole strategy is. So you're high, you're like nearing the all-time high. I mean, I like how it back tested $69.98, $70, and it's like engulfed on your last 4-hour candle. It's just holding there. I mean, yeah, there could be, look, if it breaks and it wants to run or something, you could just hide a low to get some short-term targets. $100 would be your target. That is the 1272 pip extension. $100 on QNT if it can hold and begins to rally here, which I can't tell you if it will or not, man. Right? It's that wick high from February 7th when I guess it got listed on KuCoin. That's what it's holding above right now. So anything above that could be tremendous, you know. Not overbought at all. Not showing bearish divergence in the 4-hour. It's your QNT. Remember, this is the one that we looked at that doesn't have much volume, but my God, it looks incredible. And now the fact that it's above 32.28 indicates the upside could be $58. The upside on OTRK, despite its low volume, from where it is right now, that upside, 67%. OTRK, remember? Yeah, I mean, you probably were the one that requested it. Rolls Royce. Yeah, accumulation, hit the deep retrace. Look at, it's like, you had the low, the same low, the lowest low, then the higher low, the higher low, the higher low. It's like momentum shifting, and you're above the critical April 20th level. And the target is the gap fill at $58. Okay, that's it, dude. There's nothing more to talk about. It looks okay. It looks the best above $32. Boom. Get wrecked in a positive way. Anthony T, throw it into the basket of all the other altcoins doing the exact same thing, right? And yep. Somewhat homogenous market being homogenous. Sorry, man. I mean, what else am I supposed to do? We've already analyzed it, and we would just be like, hey, we're monitoring it, and if it can hold above 32.28, I think it's going to substantially higher prices, 67% higher prices. And then if it ever broke that, I mean, then it could go to $80, you know, $83. That would just be the searching target. Like if one was to take a long, like I have my plan, right? The plan would be that would be target one, $58. Anyway, what else am I supposed to say here? Okay. Whole coin. Dang, dude. Whole coin. Yep. Coin on the 4 hours diverging. Pretty wild divergence. Oh, man. RSI is whack. Daily, I don't even know if we have enough data, dude. No, see, kind of divergent a little bit. I mean, you could just do this. Like, that's pretty interesting there, you know? Can't say it's a formal harmonic. That is far too deep on B to be anything but 212 being tested not once but twice, and a bounce. It's kind of doing what Bitcoin's doing, right? Literally to the day. What's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin's literally at the midpoint of its trading range. What is coin doing? It is at the midpoint of its trading range. Bitcoin goes to the top of the trading range, coin goes to 248. Probably. That's it, you know. That's coin. Cool, dude. What's it off? What's its off its IPO? Open. Not even the crazy price action in the day. From its open. At this current time, coin is still down 39.88% from its IPO open price. 71 days. Yeah, dude, coin did IPO the top. It's pretty wild, right? Pretty wild. That's it for coin, man. Loop ring, yeah, some scrub coin, sure, dude. Okay. The loop ring got devastated like many other assets. Oh man, throat's dead. So yeah, like from its low down here to now, deep retrace, right? I mean XABCD stuff. 88% retrace, once, twice. Bullish divergence going on the lower low. RSI had oversold, hit its lowest level relative strength since October. So yeah, I mean, he's probably like, what did he say? Something about YFI? No. Doesn't look at it's similar structure to. No, it's not as good because like at least YFI was like at 88% retrace. This is lower. This is like nothing. This is no.
Can you look
no
at
pattern.
TRX?
Jay-Z, yeah, we'll get Tron. Thank you, dude. Right, it's like it was a failed Gartley of some sort, and it went to a 1272. Low to high. No, it didn't even hit the 1272. Pathetic, man. It had 113%-ish retrace, I guess, right? So, no, it doesn't look as good as YFI, because YFI is at least making the same low, higher low locally. This one's making a lower low, so not as good. But It's kind of like a shark where you got an X, A, B, C, D, 886 shark. And the MACD, yeah, looks pretty freaking good, you know, like that's like a lot of other coins right now. Yep. Impending price action, reversal, implied, loop ring, like a lot of others. Okay. Issue, not really too much at a strong level of support resistance. I don't know, I guess there is like maybe this October 2017 level is trying to bounce off of, and there was some price action November 24th. I think there are ones that look better, but again, it's not about like, hey, it's like at levels that make sense in an uptrend where a more major reversal could occur, sure. But I think there are ones that look better than loop ring. Green third eye. Yeah, I'm just like not really as good looking as others. Tron has made like a really deep retrace, I guess, you know, like from like a low here to a high. 786 below the 200 moving average. It like is a failed, busted harmonic pattern that's nothing right now. You know, it can't be anything till it goes lower. So what it bounced off of? It bounced off this high from September 3rd. That's the first time. Oscillator's not really telling you anything on the 4 hour, but the daily is definitely showing that same type of divergence on the MACD for sure. Bullish engulfing candle yesterday. I mean, like just the Binance chart where there's less data than there is everywhere else. Just that was that high 2018 and the high from September. So I mean, it's bouncing off. I guess it's somewhat important level. What's good, Tagafu? He's going Super Saiyan God.
Tagafu took $24.24. Can we take a look at LPT? Live here. I've never heard of it, lol. It was added to Coinbase today along with QNT and Bond.
Well, Tagafu, thanks for 2424, and I think you understand that you're gonna probably be disappointed because there's not gonna be much we can analyze. So sure, we'll do it, man. Thanks. The 12s and the 24, you're level. What is it? You're powering up, dudes. And we'll have 5 minutes of me screaming, right, like they do. Good God, man, I'm about to go get some water, which is ridiculous. So yeah, man, I don't mean, it's okay, but it's made a lower low. It's a busted harmonic. Yep, the divergence looks like a bunch of other ones, so fine. It'll probably just rally. If Bitcoin plays out, then it'll go to the upside, but a lot of others will, and at least on other ones, you'll have like Binance Coin, you'll have like a much more strategic YFI, much more strategic entry. Strategic. Ugh. Throat just keeps drying out, man. Sorry. It's not good for a streamer when this keeps happening. All right. It's not that great. I mean, lower low. But it doesn't mean it can't go up. It doesn't mean it can't have an enormous rally because Bitcoin's having a good rally and altcoins are too, right? It's just, what is it? A rising tide lifts all ships, including the S-Coin Tron ship, the Justin Sun beaten down Chinese booger eating ship, okay? Great. He's plugging the holes of the ship with his boogers. That's it. All right. Yarr. Well, I mean, like you can look at LPT that does more data on other exchanges, like Binance or
Slap
something.
me if I did, thanks, Mitch.
Did you miss Hex? No one requested Hex, Ross, man. Is that are you passively aggressively requesting something, dude? Thank you for the.
Is that a join?
Appreciate it. Range bound asset. It hit the top of the range recently. Oh my god, it's probably so illiquid. bearishly engulfing right now on the 4 hour. Maybe you get a spring back test. Like, there's such little data on this. I would think that, like, if you could get 2181, it might be nuts. It might be nuts, man. Was it really? Did Ross say something about Hex on the contribution? I don't recall. Oh my god, he did. My god, dude. Sorry. I was losing my mind. We'll go to Hex.
BTC has never
you know what? Screw
confirmed
LBT.
support
We'll
on the
come back to
previous
LBT. We'll go to
cycle's
Hex right now. I'm sorry,
It
man.
just went right past it. $19,700 this range. Right now, that is the canary in the coal mine.
It just went right past it. It never backed us. Yeah, sure. Dude, I mean, like, I'm not making predictions on Bitcoin. Like, is it gonna go test it? It never has, and in the past it never has before, right, or whatever. So, look, man, all I'm doing, you know what speaks to me? When the oscillators start saying things, when they start implying things, and they're beginning to imply things on Bitcoin right now. That's it. On multiple, it's not just one time scale. It's like 4 hour, daily, 3 day, weekly now. Maybe the weekly. I think it might be a little too early on the weekly, but if the daily and the 3 day charts, oscillators, their divergence begins to play out, it will usher in the development of the hidden bullish divergence in the weekly. So, really good. I mean, like, we finally got some data now that is kind of pointing towards maybe up now. Yeah, even how bad it looks, I know. So Hex is holding on to 7 cents, right? It has to hold 7 cents. It definitely on the 4 hour. The MACD, you're showing a little bullish divergence, right? A little bit, man. That double top though, that's a big time double top. So, but it is back above the neckline of the double top. It was a confirmed double top, at least briefly. Not really, because it never got a candle close below it, the neckline. But if it's gonna hold once and then twice, and the divergence is actually gonna play out, you could see 9.7 cents again. Like, it could just be like, hey, kind of range bound now, right? Range bound between the old all-time high from May 14th to the double top all-time high at 9.7 cents from just recently, like a week ago. So let's see. I don't like the RSI. I wish the RSI was ever sold, because that would make me feel a lot more comfortable and confident about the divergence we're seeing on the MACD. But it's like kind of triple, isn't it? Not really. It's just more so right here. Right here, you're showing some classic divergence, right? Where you make a low, and then you make your lower low with lower levels negative Momo, and that is impending price action, reversal of the upside. Let's see what happens. But it's still tough, man.
Could you take a look at the stock Pixie, hidden bullish divergence on the RSI and MACD?
Hey, my cousin Vinny. Hey, thanks so much, dude. Yeah, we'll look at it. We're gonna look at it. Alright. Pixie. So this is for Ross, dude. All right, Ross, man. I wish I had, but I wish I could be like, oh, it looks incredible for an entry right now. I mean, it could be. At least there's like, I think if you were just strategically talking about a trade or something, like the stop loss is below that 7 cent area. Like just kind of, because that's what you're doing. You're strategizing, taking along above 7 cents because it held not once, kind of, but twice. And it's diverging, and then like a stop loss just marginally below that, just because I think it could go down much further, for deeper retraces from the previous low. Hey, Paul, what's up, dude? Paul bought a poster. Thanks, man. It's Paul 2 times. He's gonna go get the posters. All right. That's all I can say about Hex. It's like kind of an edge, but. Oh, the daily is still, daily's not really telling us too much yet. Now, hidden bullish divergence could develop if it does reverse here, but it's still negative Momo is at its highest level, technically ever. It's never been this high before, and that happens when you go to higher prices, so it's not really that concerning. I'm just telling you, like, you want to see the negative momentum lose itself, right? It's waning here. It's still waxing right now, and you're just sitting neutral, 54 on the RSI after some bearish divergence came in. So Dude, it's like technically really fine until it makes a daily candle close below 4 cents. So I mean, whatever, you know, it could just make it. Dude, it's doing its own thing. It's really hard to tell. I can't be like, what's this gonna do what Bitcoin does? Because it actually does it doesn't follow Bitcoin at all. It does its own thing. It's a weird asset. It's a strange lone anomaly in crypto. Okay, that's it for Hex. Man, I hope Hex goes to $1 trillion. You know, it just technically it's just pulling back after profit-taking levels were halved. That's it. After 1,000% gains on trade setup. Okay.
Noise! Can we check out Alibaba weekly, maybe daily?
Yeah, Alibaba looks very interesting at these levels. I saw that. I was scanning a little bit, saw it today. I'm like, dang, dude, it's at an inflection point, a major inflection point, not once but twice in 4 hours. So it could be confirming a bottom at that crazy point. So yeah, we'll look. We'll see here. We'll see here. Well, let's go back to that LPT for a second. Kind of cut it off because I missed out. I just didn't see that Hex. So it's range bound asset. Okay, got listed on Coinbase today and it didn't do anything well, did it? So I mean, you think 2181 could be interesting? Maybe we're springing. We're back testing a spring. Could be back to lower risk areas, and at that spring back test, yeah. Dude, it's kind of like whack, man. Like this, just have fun, good luck trading something like this, you know. I mean, maybe like, hey, it's an XABCD. This is so like reaching, okay? This is reaching so hard. Dude, it would be so legendary though, right? Because it's like the pattern completion zone of the bullish cipher on LPT is literally at the ice line support from May 29th. That's so ridiculous, dude, right?
Curious on your MACD.
And it's like perfect, a perfect cipher. There you go, Tugafu. Pretty nuts, huh? Have an alert set up at the PCZ, and then we can man the stations and freak out. So Meister, dude.
Is that a joint?
Okay, next one. Michaels and Vinny. Ooh, this is pretty-ish. Pretty-ish. Man. Not really at a point that it was not perfect. It like really you wanted to see this at 230. You really want to see that at 230. But really just beginning to reverse, and 4 hours kind of like, yeah, some hidden bullish divergence developing on 4 hour. Penny price action continuation to the upside. But I think you might have yourself a little demand line here too. Look at that demand line tested, dude. That's beautiful. Nice demand line where people buy, right? So you bounced off that. Upside from here, I think, is $3, $2.98. Yeah, it's like $3, right? That little wick high from October 15th, December 8th. Look, January 11th. Look at this. March 18th, April 8th, May 6th. That's your target, right? So the target for this asset on Pixie, PIXY, from where it is now, 16% upside, right? That makes sense, right? And if it broke that, it could go nuts like it's done before in the past, right? I mean, just this high from September 30th, and then January 26th, and then March 24th, April 29th, and then almost, you know, June 6th or 5th or whatever. Oh God. It was June 4th because 5th and 6th were weekend crap. So that's like, if it broke $3, it could go up another, like, you know, substantial amount, right? If it breaks $3, it could go up straight up to you go 30%, you know, very fast as we've seen historically. So that's your PIXY up 7.47% today, down 0.77% after hours. This is it, dude. That's your Pixie, Shift Pixie Incorporated personnel services. Nice. Not bad. It's actually not bad. Range-bound asset that is showing accumulation. Decent amount of accumulation. Nice.
Cat, please.
Hey, Caterpillar, man. Remember that time Caterpillar had a wonderful bearish butterfly that ushered in the coronavirus crash? It was legendary. It was as legendary as the bullish shark pattern on Ocean. Okay, so here's Baba. Been devastated. It looked okay and just kept getting wrecked. You know, it's part of that whole Chinese stocks, you know, just in the US news. We're going to delist them, man. They, you know, this is insane levels of potential inflection where a reversal could occur. Like that high, it was one time an all-time high, a big ascending broadening wedge back from January 2018 and then June of 2018, right? That's the zone of inflection, and so if you can hold it not once but twice, you could see upside. I would think that your first upside target could be right here, that old harmonic high from January 14th of last year, 2020. You rally up there. If you break that, well, I mean, there's not much else. I mean, I know there's a couple of local highs here, but man, you break 230, you could be going to 267. You know, same time though, if you ever break $200, it's done, dude. It's cooked. It's going down to 164, 168, like real high probability. So it's just all about the ifs. Can this hold? Are enough market participants going to buy this asset at this level to where it rallies to much higher levels? Or is there just too much selling pressure? Everything that gets bought, I mean, think about the market conditions are so bullish right now, all-time highs like almost every day. And you got Alibaba, dude, just terrible, stuck in a rut. And you're going to have to test this demand line. Ooh, look at that demand line right there. You were on the cusp of a major supply line breakout. Just now witnessing this, so we're just seeing that. A lot of distribution, though. So I think it's a good asset to question, to look at, because there's a lot of things going on, right? It's a lot of ifs on this. You understand where I'm coming from here on Alibaba? Daily bullish divergence. It's looking good. I mean, the daily looks fine. I really like the RSI, how it was oversold on the first low, and then on the second low, it was also oversold. But what happened? On the second oversold, it was higher, and so that's bullish divergence, man. At a critical level. Get where I'm oh, sorry, that's stupid. Oh. There you go, there's your supply line. So you can see it, yep. Very, very close, cusp of a breakout. Dude, are you kidding me? There, yes. Let's go. Let's go. Still a very bullish uptrend, just been wrecked because just kind of the meta shifted. Baba's not bad, man. Alibaba. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you haven't. I mean, like, you know, who cares? Be sure to follow me on YouTube too. I mean, my sub count's like, hey, in 28 days, I've gained 637 subs. That's how dead my channel is now. So whoever out there, you win, okay? Mission accomplished. I'm a dead streamer. All right, dude. Been live hour, 10 minutes. Got through all the requests. Oh, cat, no, we got one more. Yeah, Caterpillar's awesome because look at this demand line. This demand line that goes back to the COVID crash. You bounced off of it. Look at that, man. It's beautiful. This is the bearish butterfly on Caterpillar, and this was the COVID crash after. It was textbook, man. The most legendary butterfly of all time just because a caterpillar turned into a butterfly, and it can't happen on any other asset that exists known to man. Anyway, so beautiful uptrend, just testing a demand line again for the first time since November 3rd-ish. And catching a reaction. There was no edge though. No edge on the daily at all. No. No edge. Yeah, no edge on the 4-hour. It was a pretty substantial sell-off. It wasn't very good, man. It was nasty. So that's just when that happens, it's tough to have an edge. What would be the most ideal situation for a trader would be it rallies a little bit more, then sells off, and then makes a higher low, and tests that demand line, flirts with it, and then goes. All right, that's what you always want. You want that confirmation low on the demand line. It'd be perfect, dude. All right, well, it's exactly what happened kind of here, you know, and many other times on many other assets. Okay, we see those confirmation lows on demand lines. Accumulation, right? So that's what you want to see. You just don't have it yet. Okay. So oh yeah, it's weekly.
Missed the double bullish divergence on Alibaba weekly MACD.
Yeah, I mean it's diverging like crazy, like a madman. You got yeah. The thing is though, here's your problem. Like, we'll see. Maybe it's me reading into it too much. Yeah, I think it's too deep on B. Yeah, this is it, man. It's like kind of now or never. This is it, where it holds or it gets wrecked. Okay, and this is really nice on the weekly. It hadn't seen positive momentum on the weekly since like November 2nd of last year. Let's go, Grant, man. Let's go.
Can you check out a bearish Gartley on Lulu? Incorrects on deck 2020 high. Close to downsloping resistance line.
Grant, thanks dude for the 100 super chat. And yeah, we will. We'll look at Lulu Rimam. Thank you, dude. This is it, dude. Well, this is where one could be taking a bet, placing their bet, okay? Because it's like this kind of on the weekly. You see it one bottom and then a slightly lower bottom. That's what you're playing. You're playing the second bottom at the inflection point. Understand? Let me make that visible on the weekly. It's like almost trade setup worthy. It like really is, but there's another one that's better than Baba. This trade setup worthy. It's just as good, okay? Just as good. Do you understand why? One would take a long on Baba on the weekly and would be they would take a long and they would hold it for, it could be 2 months. It could be a month, right? It just depends. Like, this is it though. This is where one takes their shot. The upside could take you to $267 to $300 again. Same time, if it fails, one gets stopped out, marginally below that bottom of the inflection zone, right? Duh. Oh, okay, yeah, low risk, high reward opportunities maybe, yeah. Weekly looks pretty freaking good. You got it. Oh, what are y'all doing? Mods. Weird me out, dude. Did y'all mean to do that? Anyway, so just real quick before we go to Grant F's contribution, I said something Chinese looks good. Oh my God. So in actuality, I mean, like Baba's like this major, large dragon structure on the cusp of a breakout. But IQ, dude, look at this, dude. No way, no effing way, dude.
Oh, would you look at that? Look here. Look.
This is it, chat. This is where one takes their longs. This is where the smart money takes their long. This is where the geniuses take their longs. Okay, geniuses. IQ, this is where high IQ individuals take their long. Even yesterday and the day before, it was all good, man. Look where you are. Okay, so now I hate bonus points for watching the stream, you know. This late into it, 1 hour, 20 minutes. Upside, $27 based on history. So, I mean, like, what do you want? What do you want, dudes? It's like this, man. It's like, okay, kind of like that. And then this, wow. 5-to-1 reward to risk. Upside potential. Talking like 75% upside on IQ. I don't even know if I'm live right now. It doesn't seem like I'm live. This is normally where it's like, what? Oh my God. Whatever. Don't worry about it. We'll go to something else. Lululemon. Yep. So it had a bearish Gartley bat and it played out beautifully and then hit an inflection zone and it bounced and it's making a higher low. And I don't know, man. I get what you're saying, right? It's like this 66% a little high. And I don't know, it's kind of weird, right? I mean, you're at it then. We'll see what happens. You had a nice evening star, close to abandoned baby, potential abandoned baby going on at this PCZ. So yeah, it'd be interesting. This is not an area to be going long on Lululemon. No, not at all. So good eye. Yeah. But the top of this range you're in is 387. So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it went up there, you know, and tested the top of the range. But yeah, this is possibly a bearish Gartley, sure. And today, again, there was this is an evening star reversal candle, okay? So that's it, dude. That was the last request. Sweet. Some opium on Bitcoin. It's kind of the front-running topic of the sermon today. Possible edge developing on multiple timescales on your favorite coin of all time. Yeah, dude. Yep. So whatever. All right. Dwindling into obscurity. Thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. I'll be back, I guess. Till next time, respect the TA.